Hello everyone. Hello. I'm here. It's Sunday. Welcome to tonight's stream. We're gonna be, hopefully, finishing Fire Emblem Awakening. Probably one of the longest playthroughs I've done in a while, but I've been having an absolute blast with it. This has been a lot of fun. It's almost a little sad to see it end. But I'll do DLC and stuff eventually. Who knows? I have to grind for the hardest fuck final DLC map. That's gonna be hell. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a good Sunday. It's kind of an annoying day at work. We had quite a few customers. One of the customers, like, straight up, like, told my coworkers he was a dickhead, like, unprompted. Just, like, completely unprompted, this random guy, when my coworker was giving him his food, was just like, dickhead. And we all just, like, watched it, and we were all, like, everybody was, like, fucking confused why he did that. It was just out of nowhere. I want to go right into Fire Emblem. Let me get that shit on screen. Where'd it go? There it is. Alright. So we have like 6 chapters left. Also, when I opened up the game, it gave me like 1,000,000 Anna shops. Which honestly works out because off stream, pretty much the only thing I did was check our renown, and I unlocked the renown that gives us a bunch of... Where did we get all that fucking booleans? I knew I had the 10,000 one. I didn't know I had like 5,000 booleans. Well then we can buy all the special stuff from Anna and be so filled with glee. But yeah, I would have done this last night, but as I mentioned in the last stream, I ended up visiting my sister at their new apartment. It's a nice little place. There wasn't a crazy amount to do, so mostly we would just watch, like, TV. I finally watched both of the Sonic movies. And you know what? I think I've been, like, a harsh on the Sonic movies before. They were alright. I actually did enjoy them a lot. I don't know why I was, like, so hard chugging, like, the haterade. I still think it's kind of dumb that the one guy is a cop. I think Sonic should convince him to quit, but... I mean, he was fine. I don't know, it was cute. It was cute. Is the best way I can put it. I liked it as a cute little movie with Sonic characters. Like, it didn't feel that much like it was, like, a Sonic thing to me. But I don't necessarily have a problem with it, because, like, I don't know, Sonic is such, like, a broad, like, media thing that, like, you can kind of just make it whatever you want. Like, I don't know, if I watched, like, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, I'd probably be like, what the hell, this isn't Sonic, but that's, like, fine. Who give a shit? Alright. Yeah, let me check real quick, see if anybody's, inventory needs to be rectified, especially since we did all that fucking... Since we went through all those Anna shops. Oh yeah, we got Yarn last time. We should use Yarn, for sure. Because he's gonna level up like crazy, and having a tag well with Astra, like, goes hard. And Nigo we've kind of been using. I think definitely I should pull up, like, the Fire Emblem Awakening character tier list. Because I think it would be quite fun to do, like, which units did we make the most fucked up? Oh my fucking god, I forgot about the spot pass paralogs. Oh no. Looking at this character roster, I just remembered. Wait, do I even have access to it though? I guess not. There's nothing available. Okay. I don't know how to set that up, so we're just gonna finish the game tonight. I don't feel like setting that up again. Wait, I'm looking at this, like, tier list of, like, Fire Emblem Awakening characters, because it, like... Because I guess it, like, sent me to, like, a community ranking. Why the fuck are male Morgan and female Morgan in different tiers? Aren't they, like, the same character? Well, anyway, I'll have that pulled up. Nowhere to go but forward. Let's beat this fucking game, alright? There it sits.
Huh?
What's wrong, Lucina?
No.
That great skull. I saw it once before when Emmeryn was sentenced to death. Even then, it reminded me of him.
What?
You mean...
Yes.
Yes, Grima, the Fell Dragon. A cataclysmic war ushered his return. It said he fed on the souls of the fallen before turning upon the living. Damn, he's big as fuck. Okay, I know this is like a serious cutscene, but it's also like really funny for this like big-ass dragon to taunt someone by saying, "By the way, I killed your parents."
Now it is your turn to die.
Title drop for the wrong game. Whether these are his true bones or just an effigy, I cannot say. But I know this, we cannot let that monster come back to life.
Listen.
We'll stop him, Lucina, I promise. The future can be changed, you've proven it already. And with all of us together, we can turn the course of history.
Father.
I want to believe that, Father. I want to believe that more than anything. Bort taking his precious time. Crom!
Listen.
Trouble?
Yeah.
I saw armed soldiers hiding in the shadows as we were shown in.
Right.
Then it sounds like we have our answer already.
Good day, my lord.
What?
Prince Crom, welcome. I was told you had something you wished to give me. My, no time for courtesy, my lord. Such impatience. Do you really want it that badly? This concerns me. The gemstones in the Fire Emblem can be treacherous artifacts. A fact Plegia and the Grimlail know sadly all too well.
What?
Sadly, you speak ill of when the first Exalt used them against the Fell Dragon? Yes, I do, intruder. Intruder? You are not supposed to be here. You must be destroyed.
What?
You wouldn't dare. Give me the fire emblem. Give it to me. You mad scoundrel. This is a declaration of war. I will ask one last time. Give me the emblem. Now! Never. Then this parley is over. Guards! Seize them! Just as we thought. Crom, this way, quickly! Bord had an escape route all planned out. How preciously clever of him. You should be proud. If he had half the wits of his father, he would have known they've already lost. Ooh, we got chests. It's a chest map. Alright. Who do I want to bring? I mean, Anna, obviously, for the chests. Let's bring all our Gale Force guys. I mean, those are all required at this point. We'll bring Olivia. We'll bring Samia. Donald, Bort, Yarn. Do I want Kellum, actually? I gotta be honest, at this point, Kellum has been quite good, but since he's, like, slow, and we have so many Gale Force users, I don't know if he's that helpful anymore. I kind of think we need, like, big movers now. Sorry, man. I guess we could bring Inigo. It is so funny that Inigo kind of just replaced Laurent. I thought we were gonna have the whole Bort family, and then, like, I don't know, Laurent... He's been good. But, like, Morgan has, like, so much fucked up killing potential that we've, like, never needed him. Okay, who needs weapons? Who needs weapons out of this squad? You need a new javelin. Do I have another javelin I can give you? I can give you a slightly better one. I can give you a short spear! What am I thinking? What am I thinking? You definitely need new shit. Yeah, you could take an L Thunder. Fuck it. You earned it, Samia. Yeah, I guess you could take a Flux. Fuck it. I don't think you're ever gonna use it, because your Infinite Nosferatu goes crazy, but... Oh, Cordelia definitely needs new shit. Alright. We'll give you a full Beast Killer. We'll give you a Blessed Lance. We'll give you Ephraim's Lance, and then I think that's good. We have so many baloney spells. Take this. Nah, you just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great out there. Well, Severia's got Arms Thrift, so we don't need to worry as much about getting her, like, upgraded weapons. Same with Donald. Like, Donald will never run out of anything. In fact, actually, if we still have a lot of money, maybe we should consider, like, trying to upgrade Donald's weapons. Just so he has even more crazy killing potential. Henry, I think you're good. Inigo... Well, you already have a Worm Slayer, so, take a Killing Edge. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna go to the blacksmith real quick. I don't think we'll be able to fully upgrade it, but that's okay. Oh, maxing out the crit would go crazy. We don't have enough money to max out the crit, though. We can come close, though. Yeah, that works. Donald with the yeehaw. That's like only our second forged weapon. Haven't really needed another one, to be fair. We had to watch Grima taunt Lucina about how her parents are dead. Oh wait, Inigo has his second killing edge. Wait, I'm dumb. What's your other weapon type, Inigo? You could take an iron axe, honestly. Fuck it. Let's have our Gale Force users go on this side. Have Anna go in the front.
Are you ready?
We have to get out of here now! Cut down anyone who gets in the way. Signal the men in hiding and give these Elysian scum no quarter. God damn, this dude has a lot of HP. Not this dude, though.
Over here. Thank you.
Bro can't do anything to Severa. Let's fucking go.
That's what you get.
Get owned, idiot. Yeah, we can kind of just make a path with our Gale Force users, I think. Oh, I didn't even give her the regular Dragon Stone. She's on that upgraded shit. Not on that 5G, though. A Master Key. Nah, be nice to your friend. Help her out here if she doesn't get a crit anyways. Thank you. Cynthia's got way crazier movement than Nah. But Nah's got way more strength than Cynthia by a fucking country mile. Who do you think you are? I am. Let's have Anna open this door. Oh, I didn't move Morgan close enough to actually kill any dudes. Oh wait, hold on. Genius idea. Do this. Morgan kill. Oh, this is like an annoying-ass Meyer dude, too. Yeah, fuck these dudes. And then she can have fun over here. Have Severa take out this fool. Oh, wait, I mean, it was probably fine that I killed with, Morgan, but now I'm like, man, I kinda wish I danced for Anna. Borden Henry, why don't you be friends today? Today's friends are... You got this, Inigo. Man, that was kind of weak. These enemies are getting fucked up, bruh. It's a good thing we got some fucked up units. Nice. Did you guys hear the awesome news? Elon Musk is trying to rebrand Twitter to just X. And you know, it's like a dumb thing. It's not like the dumbest thing he's even done since he started owning Twitter. Although, I don't think anybody is gonna adopt his new name. Like, who the fuck is gonna call it X? Or, like, call tweets X? Nobody's doing that. That's like, that's way too broad for anybody to, like, reasonably use. But, like, apparently this is a stunt that he tried to pull, and not even a stunt he tried to pull recently. This is something he tried, like, 20 years ago with PayPal. Which is crazy to me. He's been holding on to the grudge that PayPal didn't let him change the name to X.com for 20 plus years, and he finally got another website, and now he's like, oh fuck yes, this is the time. He's out of his mind. Maybe the most petty guy that's ever lived. Yeah, keep Na out in front, since she's the brutalizer. I don't have anything that can kill you with a Inigo. What about with Yarn? No. Fuck it. Nice. We'll have Olivia dance for Anna. So Anna can get closer to that chest. Whoa. Oh, I see. They're just spawning more Meyer guys. Oh, you dumb as hell if you're going after Morgan. You're crazy. It's like the last unit you want to hit from a distance.
This ends here. Success.
The Nine Cynthia combo goes crazy. Honestly, nice. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Dude, it's like so effortless at this point. This is crazy. And we just have Nah come out here. That dude's being a coward. Do you see how that guy is hiding out? Maybe the most cowardly guy that's ever lived. And you know what? It's working because I have literally no way to hit him. It's not like Fire Emblem 7 where ranged tomes grow on trees. Although I never even, when I was playing Fire Emblem 7, I didn't even really use bolting that much, honestly. Because it was like, you only get like 5 uses of each one. And like, they're more common than like, ranged spells in a lot of other Fire Emblems, but they're still not like, crazy common. Whoa. The 6%. Noise?
Nice try.
The Borden Henry combo. The Borden Henry combo is quite potent. These two are kind of like the ultimate squad. They've been keeping up with Nah and Cynthia despite the fucking Gale Force shenanigans that have been going on. As long as the boss doesn't move, I'm okay. Oh, I should give someone weaker a kill. It's a freebie right here. Samia, you can have it. As a treat. Especially because you're really close. You're dangerously close to Gale Force. And I can't wait. The anticipation's killing me. Yeah, I want to make that a guaranteed kill in case we got bad luck and missed both an assist kill or a crit. I think, honestly, like, looking at our squad, like, Cynthia and Nam might just be able to solo the final map. I'm gonna be so real. Get the extra crit chance in. Lower accuracy, but funny.
Nicely done.
Dance for an ego. We got more of them incoming. Ow! Oh no! Wait, no! I'm gonna miss all the treasure! Why did you come and attack me? You thought you had a chance to win against Bort? Are you crazy? Oh, all that treasure. Man. That feels bad.
Right.
Almost there. The exit is just... Wait, do you feel... Ugh. Run all you like. You can't escape fate. Don't you know that?
Father!
The Fire Emblem. Give it freely, or it will be taken. Just try it. I won't need to do anything. Bort. Bort? Seize the emblem and bring it to me. No, Lucina, why aren't you stopping him? Bort, what are you doing? Well done, my child. At last the Fire Emblem belongs to me, and with my gemstone it is complete. Now to set the table and perform the rite.
Wait.
Damn you, Valadar! Ugh. What have I done? This, like, Final Fantasy VII ass moment? Man, playing Final Fantasy VII and playing this is, like... Robin kinda is, like, a Cloud kinda character, huh? Bort, we must go!
So sorry.
Crom, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I'm so sorry. I know you are, but right now we need to focus on getting out of here. Understood.
It's my fault.
What I did, it's unforgivable.
It's all right.
Enough of that, Bort. Save your energy for helping us track him down. No, you must leave me behind. He could use me again. I can't be trusted. This cursed blood in me must somehow give my father dominion over me.
No.
But he never had full control. You can fight it, Bort. And if he expects you to blindly obey, that might just be the surprise we need. Crom, you put too much faith in me.
Shall we then?
Get back on that horse, Bort. You can't give up now. The character development! Even Frederick believes in us now. But you're not listening. I told you I'm not...
Come on.
The deed is done. But you can still try to undo the damage. It's not too late.
I'm so
Alright, I'll try. Oh, hey, Lucina, what's up? Beg pardon, Bort. Might I have a word?
Oh,
Lucina, what is it?
Yes.
It's about my father. I have memories of him, you know, from when I was little, before he died.
Oh.
I see.
Right.
He was courageous and kind, and everyone spoke fondly of him. People say he was brave right up until the very end. I always yearned to know him better, and now that I do, I can see that the world will be robbed of a very great man. I won't allow that to happen. I understand. You love him. We all do.
I'm so sorry.
Bort, please, forgive me. Lucina? Stay where you are, Bort. I have no choice. I must kill you. What? What madness is this? In my future, you are my father's murderer.
What?
No, that's insane. Why would I kill Crom? I was not certain myself until now. I knew he had been killed by his closest friend. Having witnessed your bond with him, I doubted it could be so. But today's events make it clear. You are at Valadar's mercy. I suspect it's he who forces you to take my father's life, and very soon.
No.
Lucina, wait.
I challenge my
If my father is right, then we can change our fates. If this dark future is to be averted, sacrifices must be made. I am sorry, Bort. I know that this is murder. I know that. Lucina, you don't have to. Don't make it harder. Don't resist, and your death will be swift and painless. If you hold any love for Crom, then let this be done. Listen, Bort is the world's ultimate yes man. Even if he really wanted to continue living, he's gonna accept Lucina's judgment anyways. He doesn't have it in him to say no.
Right.
Very well. I forfeit my life. Godspeed, Bort.
Wait!
Enough! Father, you don't... Lucina, lower your sword.
But don't you
But
see?
Father... Lower your sword. Alright. I can explain. There's no need. You're not the only one who can eavesdrop. I heard every word. Lucina, I know your heart is in the right place. But I trust Bort. You cannot shake my faith in him.
Father!
This is not about trust. It'll be the death of you.
Listen to me.
Bort and I have held fast through good times and ill. We swore to be two halves of a greater whole. Bort, are you... Crom, is your wife aware you're saying this? You underestimate the strength of those ties, the bonds we share. I believe in them more than some foretold destiny.
Father.
That is easier to say when you haven't seen it for yourself. Lucina, aren't our ties stronger here now than they were in your future? You said so yourself. In this flow of time, we are bound tighter than ever, you and I. Not just as father and daughter, but as friends. We can change things. We already have, and we will again.
All right.
Very well, Father. I would ask your forgiveness, Bort, but I cannot expect it. I do forgive you, Lucina. You needn't speak of it again.
I'm so sorry.
I pray, that is, I trust the both of you will prove me wrong, and that this future will fall to pieces before your bond ever would. Oh, Bort and Henry want to be friends. Let's go! La-di-da, do-di-do, fee-fi-fo-fum, bom-bom-bom.
Hey.
Henry, what are you drawing in the soil? A magic sigil? Do you mind me asking what it's for? I must say it looks rather sinister. Oh, Bort, you worry too much. It isn't sinister at all. Not one bit. I'm just gonna use it to summon an army of Risen.
Huh?
What? If I get to work, we can have them all fight on our behalf. Then we can sip tea for the rest of the war and collect the accolades once it's over. Well, I understand the idea in theory. It could reduce casualties on our side, but there is one slight problem. Have you given any thought to how you'll control these soulless warriors? Oh, they can't be controlled. You just let them loose to attack anything that moves. But we'll be safe as long as I draw the sigils far away enough from camp. We might be safe, but won't they turn on local villages, wreaking death and mayhem? Yeah, probably. Would be surprising if they didn't actually. Still, we'd win the battle. Unacceptable. We cannot sacrifice innocent lives for the sake of victory. See, now you're just not thinking logically. We've killed countless people in this war. What's a few more souls on the ledger?
Well,
Those deaths were necessary. We had to kill our foes or be killed ourselves. But killing the enemy isn't the same as sacrificing innocents for victory. Seems like an arbitrary line to me. But alright, you're the tactician. No more unholy summoning sigils.
yeah.
Good. Henry was about to ruin a bunch of people's lives. Also, we can finally give Libra, like, a better axe. Fuck yes. Oh, let's see. Did I get any more renown rewards? No. Okay. An ill prestige. All these strange travelers. What's happening here?
Huh?
Let's ask him. Excuse me, sir? Sir? The appointed time. To the dragon's table. Our prayers. Grima. Right. I'll just be backing away slowly then.
My lord.
Sire. Frederick, have the scouts returned? Yes, my lord, and with grim news. Valadar has moved to a great altar to Grima, known as the Dragon's Table. What's more, it seems all the Grimleal and Plegia are headed there as well. It's as if they're being drawn by some unseen force.
What?
Any idea what it all means? Who can say, sire? They speak only gibberish and plod on as if possessed. The cataclysm in Lucina's future. This shows all the signs of leading to it. Damn, this destiny is stubborn business. We cannot give up,
Are you ready?
and we will not. We make for this dragon's table, and quickly. Come, everyone. Okay. We can't bring as many units to this map. Is this Kill the Commander map? I feel like it is. This map has some fucked up dudes on, if I'm remembering. Oh, I love Steam Deck. I love that when you do the screen. Okay. It is a Defeat the Commander map. Ah, it shouldn't be too bad, to be fair. We just gotta be careful. Was there a Libra for heals? This is sand. Although not actually that much sand. There's not a lot of area that is just strictly sand. I mean, closer to Aversa. But other than that... I'm bringing Yarn. This might be a good place to get EXP for him.
Really now?
The Elysians have finally caught up to us, my lord. Delay them, but carefully. We must reclaim Bort's power. Ah, yes, don't worry. I'll take extra care with Daddy's special little boy.
Wait!
Valadar. Fools, do you know where you've come? Return the Fire Emblem now and we can end this. You would end this?
What?
Yes, once and for all. My dear boy, we already know how this story ends, you and I both. And yet you rush here. Are you so eager to meet the Fell Dragon yourself? Or perhaps your own fatal destiny you would have realized first? Haha! To hell with your destiny. I'll write a new ending. Oh, so now you believe you can change fate? And here I thought your exalted sister had delusions of grandeur. We've done it already. Your victory over sad little Gangrel, or perhaps Walhart's defeat, those were meant to happen. They were preordained. You are just another fool in motley, capering on the stage. But what about Emerin? You changed only the method of her death. Either way, she was planted in the ground.
Explain.
But that was Gangrel's will, not yours, not Valadar's. You aren't listening. All of this, every word in action, has been orchestrated. Gangrel held the Exalt in contempt, yes, so Valadar and I used him, in life and death. The king's demise threw Plegia into chaos. It drove the people to Grima. Now their life force and rancor can be laid before the Fell Dragon en masse. You couldn't mean. It is called the table for a reason, you naive little man. It is where Grima feeds. The Grimleal have gladly offered themselves to him for ages. Even now they pray for his return. Today the table overflows with bounty, and their answers will be and their prayers will be answered. I will never allow that to happen. But it already has happened in our future. This moment was set a millennium ago. How could anyone give their life willingly to that thing, that monster?
Think again.
I will stop you. I will stop Grima. Goodness, now you're starting to sound like Walhart, the big bully. He intended to destroy Grima as well, you know. Our thanks, incidentally, for taking him off the stage for us. Ugh, that's why you gave us your ships and treasure, but no soldiers. Get rid of Walhart, but keep the faithful Plegians to set your god's table. Aversa, it is time. I must prepare. As you command, Master. Valadar! Valadar! Master Valadar is not to be disturbed, but fear not. I have brought the Dead Lords to keep you entertained. These 12 generals were great warriors in life, and even greater now in death. I would introduce them to you one by one, but, well, as you'll see, they're not much for talk. Besides, you'll meet them all soon enough. I didn't organize my units at all, that's my B. Oh, I don't have a ranged weapon. Oh, wait, I can attack this dude, though. Jesus Christ, though, he's beefy. Okay. Am I gonna have to be a little more methodical about this map? Dang it. Aw, man, now I have to play the game in a way where I'm not just plowing through everything. So sad. Yeah, I'll kill the dudes on the right first, and then we'll worry about the dudes on the left side. Although, I could be funny. I could be funny and just send out Donald. Also, hey Adrian, welcome. The emblem isn't in fact on fire, and currently in the hands of the enemy. Although, wait. Wait, how crazy will Morgan go if we just send her out to attack dudes? Is she just gonna solo? Are these 4 dudes gonna get soloed by Morgan? That's funny as fuck.
It worked.
You know, Anna, I don't actually know why I brought you. I mean, you're like a good unit. But are you so good that I should have brought you over, like, another attacker? I don't know. Easy clap. Ooh, get a little bit of vengeance. Vengeance is better than solidarity. Great out of context line. Val Flame. You can send that to the convoy. I bet Nah can solo this side, to be honest. Although I'll dance to get Morgan on the other side as well. It'd be funny as fuck if I didn't even need to bring Libra because nobody's taking damage. Fire Emblem Awakening is a video game where you create 2 really insane, like, units that solo the entire game. Although in this case, it's more like 5 insane units. Nice, nice. This guy's trying to sneak away. Yeah, you ain't escaping with your life. Ooh. Okay, so this is in fact a ranged weapon that he's using. Hellsworth. You right here. Ah, that's one space too far! I'm an idiot. Okay, let's do something silly then. Let's be absolutely fucking goofy. Libra, congratulations. You can heal Donald. He's the first guy in the video game that needs to be healed. And having the decency to give this one, like, a good weapon. She just gets a silver axe. You don't get any shiny tools. You don't even get a brave weapon. Your ass gets silver axe. Ah, my Nosferatu broke. So sad. You know, the 16% chance that Sumia misses, she just, like, insta-dies. But the 84% chance that she hits and gets a free kill on, like, a really strong enemy, it's worth it. I never doubted her for a second. Yeesh. Yeah, Bort's not doing nothing to this fool. Even Morgan kind of struggles with this guy. Damn. Oh! Well, that fucking sucks. Well, only one thing to do. To the shredder. Waste seems like a stupidly good tome. Like, Jesus Christ. Aversa, you're about to get so owned. You're about to have the most miserable time of your life. Looking for attention? One at a time, love. Goodbye. Ooh, you play rough. But the ritual has already begun. You are too late. Farewell. Perhaps we shall meet again. Oh, actually, I suppose not. Hee-haw. Damn, she escaped. Aversa wouldn't leave Valadar before he was ready, even with her wounds. Aversa's winning the I don't give a fuck war. So true. I don't know why I said the full, like, thing. But also, I don't know, IDGAF is, like, so much harder to say out loud than just saying I don't give a fuck. Like, I think, like, LOL is, like, pretty easy to do, or, like, Lamau. But, like, IDGAF, like, IDGAF, nobody's gonna say IDGAF, or IDGAF. It's just not gonna happen. His preparations must be complete. We have to stop him. My future is upon us. We will, Lucina. I swear to you, we will. We got a couple Anna shops. One is at a grinding map, which I just kinda don't feel like doing. Oh, I have, like, no monies. Shit, I forgot I have, like, no money right now. Never mind, never mind. Sorry. Damn, we have a lot of random stuff. Honestly, I kind of just want to give it to Yarn, because I, like, so want Yarn to be a good unit. I'm like, the potential is there, he gains EXP really quickly. He has to be good. Guys, I promise, Yarn has to be good.
Take your time.
I guess we'll take an extra killing edge. Let's see what support we got. Yeah. Ha! Caught it. Wow, that was perfect. You could stop a tome in your sleep by now, nah. Congratulations. Come at me anytime, anywhere. Anywhere? Then let's change things up again with this! Ah! Ow, Morgan. Why did you throw the book at my gut? It's a legitimate combat scenario. You need to be ready for arrows and other flying junk, too. Morgan, it's called blade grasping. You're missing the point. Besides, I'm only worried about a worm slayer here. Nobody's crazy enough to take a sword that rare and just chuck it at someone. Ah, right. Sorry. I guess I lost track of what we were doing here for a sec. Actually, wait a second. No, I'm just realizing this now, but... When you're in your dragon form, you have those short little arms, right? Can they even reach over your head? What? They're short, aren't they? By about 4 feet. If not more. Wow, that's depressing. All those bumps on the noggin for nothing. Don't get so down. We'll just find another way. As long as we keep looking, we'll find a way to keep you safe from a worm slayer.
Okay.
You're right. I'll keep thinking. Thank you, Morgan. It's great to have a friend who's always so optimistic. Huh, that's about my only virtue, but thanks. That's not very optimistic of you to say. So buck up, little camper. We'll beat this thing yet.
Thanks.
Right, thanks, Morgan. Invisible ties. Are you ready, Bort?
Hey.
Crom, first, I have a favor to ask. As long as it's not a request to leave you behind.
Yeah.
It's not, though I did consider it. I can't hurt you if I'm not there in the first place, but I can't run from Valadar forever. And if I'm going to overcome him, my best chance is with you by my side.
Good.
That's more like it.
All right.
But therein lies the favor. If Valadar somehow does gain control over me, promise me you'll cut me down. You can't mean that. You can't ask that.
Well,
I'll resist him with all that I am, I promise you. But there are other people involved here. Too many people to ignore. You have a duty to protect them as well. You're right. The words burn my tongue, but you're right.
right.
But you mustn't let Valadar seize control. Whatever it takes. Whatever the cost.
Yeah.
I'll try. You know I will. Oh, hey, bro, what's up? I thought there were a bunch of other people supposed to be here. Faladar. Crom, come to witness the glorious culmination of your failure. How nice. I have the Fire Emblem, and the Dragon's Table is set for a feast. I will return Grima to this world. You'll destroy the world. Lucina has seen it. Then I pray today's spectacle lives up to her nightmares. The Awakening Rite is not only for Exalts and Naga, you know. With it, I'll arouse Grima. The Fell Dragon needs only a mortal vessel, which you so kindly brought along. Oh gods, he means me. You can quickly, Bort. That's my boy. No, never. I'll die first. You carry my blood, the blood of the Fell Dragon. His soul slumbers within you. And now the time has come to awaken you both. What? I'm Grima? I'm the Fell Dragon? Man, you're slow on the uptick, huh? When you didn't like wrap that around your head when like Lucina was trying to kill you? I got it quite quickly, to be honest. Skill issue? Sorry, I'm being a dick. The Grimlail have worked for generations to create someone like you, a vessel worthy of our master. Simply having Grima's blood in your veins is not enough. My father was not worthy, nor was his father before him. Even I was not able to accept Grima's most sacred gift. But you had all the makings. You were perfection. No. If your damnable mother hadn't been seized by weakness and fear, she betrayed us, stole you from your crib, and fled with you in the night. I know naught of your life thereafter, but all that matters is your return. That you are here is proof of your purpose. It is why you still draw breath. You've proven nothing but your own madness. This can be stopped. You can be stopped. You may have killed me in some future past, but I am stronger this time. With the power of the Dragon's Table flowing through me, I am unstoppable. You're not the only one stronger this time, right, Bort? Bort? Mm-hmm.
Come on!
Stay with me, Bort. You're not beholden to this fiend. You can fight it. We've all seen how strong you are. We've seen what you're capable of. Don't let him shake your resolve. Crom, I don't know. Enough. This sorry display ill befits the heir to our master's power. And you, Prince, your sad poem sounds lovely, but it will not alter destiny. They're more than just words. Be still now, my son. My life did not begin with you. It began the day Crom found me in that field. I have been all over this world, and I have helped change it, for the better. I have fought and laughed and bled with my friends, and that is what matters. The ties we forged, the bonds we share, they are of a power greater than Grima. A ludicrous idea, as you will know better than anyone soon enough.
We can do it.
We do agree on one thing. My life so far has all been in preparation for this moment. When I kill you or die trying. You have your father's courage, but your mother's judgment. Very well, pup. Come. Do your worst. Come at me with all you have. There is no damage I can do to your body that the Fell Dragon cannot repair. Oh, we got lots of dudes we can bring. Okay. Honestly, this might be fine. I have to see who the fuck do we have in storage that we haven't been using. We haven't been using Long Q. Maybe we want to use Long Q instead of Inigo. Because I think at this point, like, I tried to make Inigo work. I don't think it's happening. The way I said I'm Grima reminded you of the Hello Neighbor video thumbnail with the one guy, but the title was I Killed Him. That was Matt Pat. That was Matt Pat surrounded by a bunch of mascot horror games, and he said, I killed them? I'm glad I could invoke that image. I think the I killed him map pad image is like one of the funniest of all time. Honestly, if I was wise, I would bring Inigo instead of Yarn. To be honest. But, like, I want to make Yarn work so bad. You guys have no idea how badly I want to make Yarn work. I mean, we probably, like, there's no chests on this map. We could probably afford to have Anna, like, stay on the sidelines. I would say Anna's probably less useful than Libra is. And then we can bring an Ego.
This is it. Our final battle.
You're one of us, Bort, and no destiny can change that. Now let's kill this bastard and be done with it. So long as the dark barrier stands, no other soul can reach us. You must face your grim fate alone. Okay. Hi. I'm just rolling up right in front of him. Okay. Ow! Oh, it's okay. He missed. This dude sucks at Fire Emblem. Hell yeah, nah. You sure are. Oh yeah, we can take out some of these guys in the back with our Gale Force guys. And then everybody else can deal with the dudes directly in front of them. Let's see. I mean, obviously these two. Ow! Get out of here. Let's see. Kill you. Easy peasy. It would've been really funny if that guy hit me with the dollar store crit for 12 damage. Yeah, it's probably safer to have long Q in the front. But I kind of want more EXP on Inigo. Oh, right, we still have Morgan. I forgot, our other Gale Force user. Duh. It's kind of hard to keep track of the fact that we have 5 separate Gale Force users. I mean, I can send her, like, fucking anywhere and she'll be fine. She does whatever she wants at any time. If I kill this guy, I'm thinking that probably keeps him out of the way of Libra. Noise. Yeah, that's just out of the way enough. Okay. Dude, like the weapon name. Let's go. I'm gonna pair you two up. Noise. I'll keep Olivia near these guys. Just because I think, like, you know, strength in numbers in this case. These are, like, some of our weaker guys, but they could do alright if I'm careful with them. Get out of here, man. God, Vengeance is a fucking awesome skill. Man, Vengeance is like a really good skill. What the hell is the Dark Rider skill that's like so good? Because I don't even remember. Ow! Ow. I could get a Nigo out of dodge. What if I just, like, eliminate this whole map before Valadar even gets killed? His, like, entire army is, like, throwing himself at my dudes and just failing spectacularly to do any damage. Look at them all try and hit Severa. She's got the jukes, though. She don't give a fuck. Noise. I have no idea why you picked Morgan as your target. You could have hit the other guys from a range. You could have hit Severa from a range. What was this dude thinking? I guess he was hoping for the dodge, which worked in the end, but I don't know. It didn't seem that worth it. Oh, nice. I forgot. They got the skills. Yeah, you know what? Yarn, get some free EXP. Nice. You know what, Yarn? Get even more free EXP. Actually, now that we're seeing, like, the Dancer skill come into play, where Inigo, like, gets a free heal at the start of each turn, yeah, I think he's pretty good. Okay? That makes him a lot harder to kill. Nice level up for Yarn. Let's switch to long Q, though, because I'm more confident in long Q being able to dodge hits if we're sending them into the fray. Noise. I didn't realize I was changing the camera at all. How do I do the first person? The shitty first person. Dude, could you imagine, like, Fire Emblem Awakening VR with the nauseating camera angles? Alright. Do Cordelia, Severa, Severa.
That was something.
Yeah, Cordelia is having a great time with Ephraim's lance. Or Lince. Lince. Ooh, wait. Here's I can do dish. Get a double kill with the morgue.
Time to even the odds. Farewell.
Oh, I should have had her, like, right in front of this dude. Ah, it's fine. He dies in one hit anyways. I had an 8% chance to miss. What am I complaining about? I'm gonna have him stay on this space. I'm gonna have them, like, all these dudes in the back stay on spaces where they can hopefully, like, keep enemies away in case they respawn. Bro, what is this? 39 HP? I brought my best, and you didn't even bring, like, close to your best. You brought, like, your Thursday dog shit fit. You're wearing, like, khakis and, like, socks with sandals right now, Valadar. It's really embarrassing. Although it makes me feel a lot less bad about what's about to happen to you. Bort, why insist on these games? You only delay the inevitable. And besides, the alternative? What have you considered? Have you considered what happens should I fall? These followers of Naga will spurn on you now that they've learned what you are. Kill me and you incur the wrath of the Grimlail as well. Would you truly choose to be so utterly alone? Humans are weak, pathetic creatures. Your bonds with them will bind you. You are destined for a greater purpose. The greatest purpose. You are to be a god. Not your god. Not today. Okay, bye. Even this was meant to be. Oh, dude, we seen this one. Paladar is one scrawny motherfucker. Not a single, like, inch of muscle on his body.
Rest easy now. This is not your fault. Promise me you'll escape from this place. Please.
It's happening again. We're in the time loop.
Father!
No. Father, no! With the 5 gemstones in hand, my magic knows no bounds. Bort is powerless to resist me. Do you see now, son? Human bonds are leaves in the wind. They offer you nothing. This can't be happening. We were supposed to change this. Everything I have done is worthless. The hell it was. Huh? I know that voice.
Don't you put any stock in this destiny hogwash.
Let the dead whine about their fate. As long as I draw breath, I choose to keep fighting. That's what life is all about. Con Basilio, I thought... We all thought you were...
Yes?
Worm food back in Valm? It almost went that way. But I scraped by, thanks to you. I don't understand.
Alright.
Once I took a couple hits from Walhart, I knew he was too strong for me. Normally pride would have had me dead before I'd even thought twice about it. But your warning gave me the courage to be a coward. I played dead like a big bald possum. It wasn't hard. In truth, I almost was dead. You saved my life, Lucina. Had you not said anything, I'd have stood my ground against that monster and died on the spot. Oh, Basilio. This does not matter. If you didn't die there, then you could die here. You're no Walhart, Snake Eyes. Not as strong or even as clever. For example, you still haven't realized that you've been tricked. Bort predicted everything that would happen here. He saw it in a dream, saw this very fight with you. If you think...
Alright.
Guess what else was in the dream? The 5 gemstones. When Flavia gave my stone to Crom, Bort saw what fate had in store. He knew Crom couldn't bring the real gemstones here to Plegia. That would be like swinging a big juicy steak right in front of Destiny's chompers. A worthy bluff, proxy fool, but ridiculous all the same. I've had your merry little band watched since Carrion Isle. Your every move. So I know Bort hasn't touched the stones. He hasn't been near them. You watched our party, yes. The members your men knew about. The live ones. But they weren't watching dead men, were they? They weren't watching me. No, that's not...
Oh, great.
Looks like it might finally be starting to sink in. That is not possible! These have to be. They must be. Why? Because of destiny? Bort had your destiny beat days ago when he came up with this plan. The expression on your face, it makes all those long nights in hiding worth it. Damn you! Damn you all to the hells! None of this matters. Crom is dead. Your fate's sealed. Grima will... Eh? No! Father, you're alive! Bort spared me. He weakened his magic just before the strike. Ah! Damn you all and your stones! I won't need them to kill you! Ready to end this, Bort?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm ready to see what our true future has in store. We will. Now. Together. Oh, he spawned right in front of Na. That's hilarious. Crom, Bort, we're yours to command. Let's put this dastard down for good this time. Alright. It's probably a little too late in the game for Basilio or Flavia to be particularly useful. Although Flavia might just be straight up better than Inigo now that I'm looking at it. She might actually just be better than Inigo. That'd be really funny. Ah, fools! Destiny cannot be unraveled! Nope. Bitch. God, I got, not Grima. I got Valadar down here, like, right when he had, like, 3 mooks at his disposal. I already took out, like, nearly his entire squad. Truly the funniest way things could go down. Alright. Let's have the classic duo of Severa and Cordelia go crazy right about now. Oh, actually? He takes a hell of a beating, huh? Oh, it's because he's got the dragon scales. That's fine. The mother-daughter combo, though. Oh my god, are they gonna solo him with how many hits they're getting in? Oh, they almost did. It almost happened. Oh. That would have been legendary. I wonder, if I do this, how close can they get? Not close enough. Okay. Well, I'm gonna send a tactical nuke at you now. No. I can send out Cynthia. She's like a regular nuke, not so much a tactical one. No! Oh, wrong. Why would you squander your birthright, Bort, my son? We did it! We did it, Bort! We've altered our destiny! We've won! You?
Yes.
You may have altered the course of history, but not its destination. What do you mean? It is still written that Crom died here at your hands. Or perhaps to be more precise, mine. Who are you really? I told you, I am Bort. The Bort that murdered you and became the fell dragon Grima. When this Marth of yours decided to come back in time, I came with her.
What?
Another version of me? But how?
Yes.
I can be so daft sometimes. It's really quite simple. I am you. Our only difference is the decisions we've made. Those vivid dreams you have, those are my memories. We share those memories because we share the same heart. Grima's heart. The headaches. The voices. It was you.
Yes.
Your recollection begins the day I entered this world. I intended it for us to unite then, the first moment I found you. But your heart was still too weak to contain Grima's power. The shock of my attempt wiped your memory clean. I knew if Lucina managed to rewrite history, Grima would never be resurrected, and I, in turn, would cease to exist. So I had to step in now and again to keep my future secured, like when Valadar was killed in his attempt to assassinate Emerin. But that is the past now. We have our future past to think of. All that remains is for you to become Grima, as did I. Then you and I will become as one, and we can reclaim my power. We are not yet the same?
Yes.
You were supposed to choose godhood over your pathetic band of servants. But if you'll not claim the sacrifice laid at the dragon's table, I will claim it in your place.
What?
What? The fell dragon and I are one, and though my journey through time has diminished my power, the life force here shall renew me. Uh-oh.
Right. Now what?
Emma, it's all over.
Well. Dude, title drop in the next chapter!
Oh, God,
That's
no.
Grima. That's the demon who destroyed my world. And now he is among us. Come on. The terrible size of it. Gods, for once the legend spoke true. We can't face him, not in a straight battle. He'd kill us all.
Still.
If only we still had the Fire Emblem, we could ask Naga for her power. Then at least we'd have a chance. But Valadar took the emblem, and it was lost inside the dragon's table. I know. What, you mean this Fire Emblem? The emblem? But how? I stole it from you once, remember? The least I could do is steal it back. Wait, you mean this Fire Emblem Awakening? Hi, Base, welcome. Bort, you old bastard, you never cease to amaze. Quickly now, we must complete the awakening before Grima catches on. It said the first Exalt paid tribute to Naga at a site on Mount Prism. Do you know where exactly? Yes, there is an altar at the peak of the mountain. If Milord would perform the awakening, it must be done there. A small hope is better than no hope at all. Hurry, everyone! Ah, the sweet and happy rainbow. Oh, we have a support! Hold on. Oh no, what do I do now? Heyo, Samia, what's shaking? I heard some almighty smash over here. I was carrying this huge stack of bowls, and I tripped on, well, something, and... Look at all the smashed crockery! That's hilarious. What am I gonna do? How is everyone gonna eat? I can't just pour the soup in a trough and make them share. Or maybe I could. Hey, no need for the soup buffet. I can fix the bowls. Really? But how? I'm a mage. I just wave my wand and mutter a little incantation. Humana, humana, humana. Presto! The busted bowls are busted no more. Holy snap, that's amazing. Yeah, it's just a temporary hex, unfortunately. Tomorrow they'll be in pieces again. But at least folks won't have to eat out of their hats tonight. No, that's fine. This gives me time to buy new ones tomorrow. That's funny, I used to think magic was all scary and weird, but I guess not. Oh, that spell can certainly be used for evil. All it does is reverse time. See? So if something bad happens to someone and you cast it on them, they have to experience the same tragedy over and over again.
What?
Oh, that sounds horrible. I know, right? It is! Henry had to make sure that was strange. Henry was like, I have to make sure this is, like, a little weird for her. You get res. How we doing on weapons? Cynthia could be doing a little better. I think Morgan is fine. Severa's got arms thrift, so I think she's got some good usage out of these still. You guys are okay. I think this is all a-okay. Let's perform the Fire Emblem Awakening, everyone. Say the line, Cromjack. It's beautiful. The Divine Dragon's power flows through every blade of grass here. Wait, something doesn't feel right. Ugh, we must prepare for battle. Dreama has sent servants here. I can sense it. The Fire Emblem Awakening was inside of us this whole time. So true. They'll be on us soon. Hey, yo. Okay. Rout the enemy. Is there any treasure chests? No? Then Anna's staying behind. I think Flavia might just be straight up better than Inigo. I'm looking at the difference in their stats. Like, what stat does, like, Inigo have that's better than Flavia's? It's literally just magic, which is, like, not helpful. Like, I don't know, he has, like, the healing from, like, being... resistance? Oh, yeah, you're right. He has one more resistance. Pfft. Awesome. I think we probably just bring Flavia instead of Inigo going forward. What about Basilio? Is Basilio, like, better than any of our dudes? I mean, he trained up long queue. He can be a mage killer? Yeah, but, like, one more resistance isn't that good for being a mage killer. I don't know. I think it's fine. I think we'll use Flavia. Why not? I don't feel like I ever really get to use Basilio or Flavia, because I feel like usually by this point in the game, I have, like, units that are, like, strictly just better than both of them, like, in the whole squad. But I haven't done, like, a crazy amount of grinding. Well, I have done a lot of grinding, but not, like, some of the ludicrous grinding I used to do for this game. And also, just, like, some of that grinding has just been condensed to, like, a few, like, crazy units. So, you know what, Flavia? Welcome to the squad. Alright. We want our Gale Force users in front, since they're the ones gonna be leading the charge. Keep Samia by Crom. I'm gonna pair them up. Inigo could take 4 magic hits, and him taking 1 less damage per hit would make it outweigh Flavia's 3 HP lead. I don't know. They're not, like, neither Flavia or Inigo are leading the front lines. And plus, like, I would want to be sending them out against, like, regular guys, too, not just, like, magic users. And, like, Flavia is way better for that. Flavia has much better, like, stats, like, literally everywhere else. She hits harder. She can take more hits physically. She's faster, more skilled. I don't know. It seems like the pros of using Inigo are far outweighed by the pros of using Flavia. And here's my dumbass still trying to make Yarn work. I'm saying all this and I'm still trying to make Yarn work even though he's way behind. Guys, but this is the map where Yarn could be useful, though. But guys, have you considered? How could the Risen infiltrate this sacred place? Their power must be linked to Grima's. We must destroy them. Okay, Morgan can reach all the way over here. Morgan kill. I'm kind of glad, honestly, that we're, like, shredding through these last few maps in the game, because I'm really excited to do our tier list of which Fire Emblem Awakening characters we made the most fucked up by far. Your emulator lost the grass texture on this map somehow, so they were all floating in the void. The emulator did this for the map where you're, like, trying to save Tiki. That did happen during this playthrough. I don't know why the fuck that happened. Yeah, easy mistake to make if so, because they're both grass. Alright, Donald, go crazy, go stupid. Say the line, Donald. It would be risky to dance. But also, I love a challenge. Wait, I can have Libra rescue. No, wait, I had the rescue on Anna. Never mind. Whoopsie. Well, maybe they get in the way enough. Ooh, wait. But, like, we have, like, a 40% chance for Flavia to help out. I like the odds. I like the odds. Let's do it. Let's go! See? Yarn is good! I did it! I made Yarn useful! For one moment. Kill him? Made yarn useful, the first person to knit. You're right. You're right. Oh, nice lethality pop.
Almost scared.
You got this, Severa. Nice. Alright, now we have Cynthia and Na go crazy a little bit. Nice. I love blasting dudes. There really is nothing like Endgame to make you feel like a god. See, I don't even need Grima, to be honest. Aw, oh, Cynthia. You missed on the turn I needed you to hit. Long Q is just chillin'. I don't know what the hell he's doing on this map. He's just straight chillin'. You guys got this.
Are you daft?
Ooh. That's scary. Well, Long Q's handling himself. He's enjoying a little bit of me time. Most useful lethality pop. Meow. The Wyvern Riders are a little scary. You got this, Yarn. I believe in you. Just dodge. He didn't do a very good job of dodging. I'm a little disappointed. It's fine. He's still getting crazy EXP. Oh, I need this Wyvern Rider dead. Either that or I need to heal Yarn. Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Because I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit of a waste of a turn to have Donald, like fucking dance with Donald and then have Kim kill the Wyvern Rider. And have that be his only kill. I also need to hide Olivia. I would really like for Olivia to not die. Olivia, hide behind Long Q. Oh, Morgan's too far away. It's fine, it's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Please don't put in the newspaper that I was mad. How far can we take this? Damn, we're running out of Brave Sword usage. Even with Arms Thrift, her luck just isn't high enough to make the most use out of it. actually have another Brave Sword in reserve. Fuck out of here. The 6. Severa's gonna get her second skill for Assassin soon. Can Cynthia even kill one of these dudes? I mean, she can try. God bless her, she can try. Nice. We're already, like, almost done with this map, too. Good lord. What Gale Force does to a motherfucker. Nice damage from Na, by the way. Nice, nice. Now the problem is these dudes on the bottom. These guys are fucking problematic. I can do this. This is the best I can do. Naga Nemesis! You will never... Oh no, don't go after Libra. He's so cool. Oh no. Is Libra gonna die? Did I bring Libra to a map where he's just gonna fucking explode? No, you're okay, Libra. Shake it off. Nice. That's the Astra pop we're looking for. Dude, Astra is fucking sick. Nope. Get owned. Alright, let's see. Dude, that would be an insane skill to get on Severa before endgame. If she can become a sword master, giving her Astra also. She would be like... I don't know if she'd be strictly our best unit in the game, but in terms of skills, she would have all of our best skills, 100%. Never. It's really just down to these two bozos. We don't need to go overkill. Oh, no. Okay, it's fine. They still didn't spawn close enough to Libra. I got scared for a second. You can't scare me like that, game. Alright, Don will kill. Do this. Because even if Cynthia doesn't grab the kill, I'm sure Na will. Oh, there's this one dude. What the hell? Get out of here, man. Samia is trying. Good lord, is she trying. Okay, your turn to die. There we go. 4 turns is all we need.
Right.
We've made it. The altar. Wait here. I'll be back. Be careful, Crom. We must believe in him, Aunt Lissa. Hear me, Naga. I bear proof of our sacred covenant. In the name of the exalted blood, I ask for the divine dragon's power. Baptize me in fire, that I may become your true son. Ugh. Father, I'm all right. Your heart has been tested and deemed worthy. Cleansed in my fire, your desire has proven to burn the stronger. Then you will grant me the power to defeat Grima, the power of a god? Yes, but know this, I am no god. But milady, you are the divine dragon. So do the sons of man name me, but I am no creator. I possess not the powers of making or unmaking, and neither does Grima. Neither of us bears the power to destroy the other utterly.
Still.
Then what power can you grant me? With my blessing, thou may draw forth Falchion's grip true might. The blade of the Exalt shall again strike like the dragon's fang. Your strength will then be my equal, but not strong enough to destroy Grima. Alas, Grima cannot be slain. Sleep alone can be your victory. Just as your ancestor put the fell dragon to sleep a millennium ago, but you must weaken him first. Only as the final blow can my power be used to bind his. Isn't there any way to destroy him for good? There is perchance a power that could end Grima. However, 'twould be his own. He has to kill himself. Now. Yes, and never would he do so of his own volition. He seeks only to aid his power and set ruin upon the world. Now come, there is little time. Where is Grima now? To the west lies a volcano known as Origin Peak. You shall find the fell dragon there. Remember to take breaks! Yay! God, we're getting so many Annas. I kinda do want another Brave Sword, though.
Come on in.
We'll keep this map in mind since we can get Dragon Stones and Beast Stones, and we might need those. Honest to God, we might just need those.
Take your time.
Does anybody else have bullions we can sell? I'm gonna sell the master key. I don't know. We have a shit ton of silver swords that we're never gonna use. No, don't sell them all. Fuck. I can't navigate this menu. By the brave, but I need to sell one more thing. Fuck. Get rid of these. I never use these. There we go. Jesus Christ. Olivia and Crom are becoming good friends. We've got 2 more maps left in this game. What a crazy playthrough this has been. This is, like, honestly, and again, this has been, like, a lower viewer one, but, like, I don't give a shit, because this has been one of the most fun playthroughs I've done in recent memory. I've been doing this playthrough for 2 months, and it does not feel like it's been that long because of how much fucking fun I've been having just revisiting this game. This is, like, an all-timer. I had hesitated to replay this game for fucking years, and it is, like... It's, like, better than I remember it being, honestly. To slay a god.
Really?
Origin Peak. The Fell Dragon is indeed there. Remember, Awakener, the power I gave you cannot destroy Grima. It can only put him back to sleep. Correct, Fellblood. So you know of my lineage. You possess power not so different from my own. We must find some way to break this unholy cycle. We can't just keep putting Grima back to sleep every few centuries. Otherwise, we merely will his vengeance on our descendants. I may know a way. Yes, Bort, you have some strategy? The other me claimed the dragon and I were the same, yes? If I strike the final blow, he'd be killed by his own hand. Bort, ingenious! Naga, will it work? Perhaps. But there would be consequences. Grima's heart and Bort's are inexorably linked. Dragon and man can no longer be separated. Therefore, slaying Grima would also cause the end of Bort's life. I realize that. I am ready. There is a chance you could survive, but it is small indeed. You have bound your heart to those of many in this world. If those ties prove strong enough, they may yet keep you in this reality. But I would not give you false hope. The chance you would live is insignificant. In truth, you will almost certainly cease to exist. Bort would cease to be? No. We'll find another way. Crom, wait. You're not thinking clearly. Think about what your sister would have wanted. Emerin would have never asked you to do this. What is one life when weighed against millions?
Listen to me.
Stop it. You're one of us. You'll always be one of us. There has to be another way. We just have to find it. Promise me, Bort. Promise me you won't do this. You know, I said, like, earlier that Bort is, like, the ultimate yes man. But I also think Bort's not a liar.
So sorry.
You have been so very kind to me, Crom, always. But this is my decision, Bort. This is the first time that Bort has thought for himself. I'm giving it to him. The time for deliberation is over, Awakener. The Grimlail have found us. Father, we're under attack! Okay, any chests on this map? Ah, Aversa, you son of a bitch. We thought you were dead. Wow. Alright. I'm comfortable with this squad. Anna's just chilling in the back. She'll probably be here for the finale. But she's just chilling in the back for now. Okay, so this is just to defeat the commander map. So theoretically, we can just make a fucking beeline for Aversa. If we try hard enough. Like, what would that take? I mean, having Cordelia out front. Cynthia out front for her and Nah. And then Morgan. We want to keep our support units closer to the back. So keep Olivia and Libra safe. That should be good. Really now? Still at your little schemes? Butchering Valadar wasn't enough? Do you see what your great struggle has won you? Nothing. Master Grima has returned. The world's fate is sealed. Or perhaps you simply seek a tender embrace here at the end? I'm not completely cruel, you know. Come, I have a kiss for each of you. Be swift, Awakener. Grima's servants will harry you until the very last. You must reach the dragon before it is too late. Okay, I'm working on it. Good enough. If Severa doesn't hit this guy, then the world is fucked. It's fine. Easy crit.
As it must be.
Dude, we're almost out of Versa on, like, turn 1. Proof that Gale Force is stupid. Video 600,000. Alright. It's tough. It's tough. Cynthia doesn't have the insane killing power, but she can try. God damn it, she can try. Good enough. An assist is still a kill. Forgotten Nah was a pink dragon. I think it's cute. I think the pink dragon is very cute. Alright. Morgan? Honestly? You know what? You know what? Let's pair you up with your father. Oh yeah, her paralog is fucked up. That was like probably the hardest paralog we had to do, honestly. Yarn, you hide behind Donald. Well, you tried Donald. And that's what matters. Oh wait, you two are still active. I forgot about you guys, sorry. Nah, you get one more free kill. Crom, you pair up with Samia. Exalted Falchion goes crazy now. Dude, the falchion looks sick now. This is what it was always meant to be. I forgot to attack twice with Morgan as well. I'm forgetting I have all these fucked up Gale Force users. You know, I gotta say, it's so fucking tragic that there's, like, no shot we ever get Gale Force for Samiya at this point. It's just not gonna happen. I tried so fucking hard in this playthrough to get Samiya Gale Force, and it never happened. She's just not that good, unfortunately. Hide in the trees, long queue. And then you two, like, I don't know. I could have Henry, like, bolster Libra's magic in case we need to heal anybody. The triple zeros on the Grim Lail. Yeah, I think we straight up kill Aversa on the next turn. I don't see what she can do to us. Just dodge long Q. It's that easy. Nice. Dude, the Aversa long Q combo kind of goes crazy. I guess long Q did work for her at some point. Well, no, he worked for Basilio, actually. Never mind. Come on. You think that's gonna be enough to stop me?
Just as planned. Stay calm.
Do all the ranged guys have to surround me? Can one of you guys hit me, like, face to face and not be like a fucking coward? See, I respect this guy. I respected him so much that I made sure that Severa didn't insta-kill him with my mind. I willed that into existence. This is going great. Not the Griffin, come on. Oh, I should take my meds also. It's getting late. Yeah, we're gonna be having some late streams this week, to be honest. I work later hours because one of my coworkers who usually works, like, until around this hour, well, no, not until this hour, but around when I started, he's on vacation right now. So I'm kind of, like, making up the difference currently. God, nah, you're crazy. Oh, I didn't realize there were riders. Shit. And yeah, I need to end this, like, this turn. Cause I have left... I have left Olivia in a very bad position, considering she's the only one not paired up. Oh, this doesn't kill. I mean, maybe with Cynthia. Murderess, you'll pay for taking Master Valadar from me. She lived on 2 HP! Fuck! Son of a bitch. Okay. Get this dude out of the way. If I can get Severa and Cordelia over there, we should be okay to win this turn. Yeah, I need you to kill this guy, Cordelia. Or at least get an assist kill. Thank you. See, she's determined. She's ready to end this. She knows what's at stake. The pathetic-ass fall. Ah, finally, sweet death. Finally, the pain. Finally, it ends. You're not even good enough to give me a level up. Yikes! What was that? The dragon's call. Grima! We can defeat him. Milord, how does a man challenge a mountain? Where would one even strike? The fell dragon has a weakness on the nape of his neck. But that weakness will be guarded by his servants. I can send you on to the dragon's back, but the rest is in your hands. Then please, milady, and quickly, we would ask no more of you. Everyone, grid yourselves. One way or another, this ends here. It's endgame time. Let's check weapons real quick first, just to make sure we're in good straits. We have a bunch of killer lances. We'll just replace these. Honestly, Cynthia, you earned the brave lance. To be fair, you earned it. Samia, you might be the most dogshit member of our team that's lasted this long. You never even got Gale Force. I don't know how you made it this far without, like, exploding to bits. Let's see. Cordelia, we can give you another one of Ephraim's lances, or lince. Donald is fine. Just in case. Honestly, Severa, since you have Arms Thrift, and you pop it like 50% of the time, I'm gonna say you're good. That might be a mistake, but I'm gonna say you're good. Olivia, you're fine. You're not a fighter anyways. Libra, you're fine. Yarn, you're fine. Flavia, let's give you better weapons. You can't get a Brave Axe, which is unfortunate, but we can give you a Tomahawk. We can give you a Killer Axe. In terms of blades, we can give you a Brave Sword. instead of the short axe. You can take Balmung on cue. Henry... You take Valflame. There's no other funny guy that I'd trust more with a dangerous weapon. And then we're probably bringing Anna to the final fight, so I want to give her better, stuff. Let's give her physique. Alright, everybody. Are you ready? The final chapter. Grima. Wretched son of Naga, you will be destroyed. Are you ready, Bort? As ready as I'll ever be, Crom. Let's finish this. Anna, welcome back to the party for one final game. Remember when you first played this chapter, the only units you were really using were Crom, Lucina, Robin, and Morgan? I mean, they are quite strong, to be fair. Alright. We have a shot at, like, insta-winning this map, I think. We just have to play it smart. Evil Bort. Ugh! What manner of magic? Magic? Ugh. That was a damned catastrophe. He's weakened us all. He's too strong. Ugh. It cannot end like this. I won't have all our struggle be for naught. No, this darkness, the future is upon us. Oh, gods, Father. And so it ends, Bort. See how frail these human bonds of yours are. How short-lived, how pointless. You have all thrown your lives away, and the result is the same. We're not dead yet. Details, details. But yes, I suppose it's time I got you all off my back, so to speak. Permanently. No. No, you don't want this, do you? You do have a choice, you know. It doesn't have to be this way. You can still save all your friends. Become one with me, and we shall spare their lives. Refuse, and watch as I rend the flesh from their bones. No, Bort, don't do it. He's lying. It's a trap. Now, I will have your decision. Will you save these worms? Will you join me and become a god? Fuck no. Do you think me a fool? You'll kill them anyways. Well, of course I would. I only thought you might want to leave your comrades with a heroic, selfless image. But so be it. Leave them with the final memory that you were their undoing. Ugh. Bort! Where am I? Where your gods will you to be. Now if you excuse me, I have some fleas on my back to take care of. No, I won't let you. You still dare resist me? Then perhaps I should end you first. So dark. A sea of black. I have no final strategy. No cards left to play. He has won. I can't see. I can't hear. I feel nothing. Nothing. Huh? I hear something. A voice?
Fight back!
Fight back, Bort! You swore to do so, remember? Now keep your damn word. Crom? Crom! Crom, I can hear you. What? No! You are mine now. The dragon's grip cannot be broken.
Good luck.
Bort, remember all the days we spent together.
Don't falter.
Answer us, Bort.
I'm here.
We're all right here by your side.
Have faith.
The gods gave you to us. I do not believe they wished you taken away.
Don't give up.
Please, Bort, I still haven't shown you my new dance.
This ain't so bad.
I know the darkness is warm and delicious, but too much of a good thing is just bad.
They're all yours.
You don't bow to dragons, you break them.
We gotta win.
I need you to come on back, you hear?
You can do it.
Bort, you can't close up shop on us now. We still need you.
Time to pay.
Come on, you can do this. You need to fight with us.
Don't you dare lose.
If you don't come back, I'm never going to forgive you. Father, you mean everything to me. I can't lose you again.
Please win.
You're gonna be okay, right? I need you to keep me safe.
I'm not scared.
You'll return. I know you will. I can hear them. I hear my friends. Stop this at once. Silence those wretched voices. You are all powerless, frail, insignificant. You are nothing.
Come on!
Return to us, Bort. Your bond with us is stronger than even the fell dragon's might. Crom.
Let's do it.
I'm coming, Crom. Hold on.
Now.
Children of man, take my power. Rise now and face the fell dragon. We only have one objective. Kill this fucking goober. Let's do it. And hello, V. Welcome. You're just in time for the end. Alright. So I think the best thing we can do... Unfortunately, we can't beat this in one term, as fucking funny as that would be. Let's get Morgan real nice and close. Yeah, Grima's range isn't that far. If we can get Morgan nice and close, bait in a couple of dudes... we can have Cordelia, Severa, Cynthia, and not go crazy. Basically, our objective is with our Gale Force guys, we kill that fucking guy. And then the rest of you are here for moral support, I guess. God. What a game this is. Henry and Bort. Ooh, we should do a rally spectrum with Bort on the next turn, along with having Samia do rally movement. Oh my god, is Samia gonna do something right at the end? Have I found a way to make Samia useful right at the end game? Guys, this is crazy. Yeah, the rest of you are just chilling. They are closing the gap. So we gotta end this. Otherwise, our frailer units are gonna get overwhelmed. Okay. Rally movement. Have have Morgan go in. The Bork child will have her do. Oh, I forgot to do a Rally Spectrum right away. Hear my words, Awakener. Grima's servants will beset you to no end. Dispatch him as soon as you are able. Once the fell one is weakened, a choice will await you. If Crom lets fall the final blow, Grima shall survive but return to his slumber. So be it. If Bort strikes in Crom's stead, both his life and Grima's are forever over. Only in this way may the fell dragon be destroyed for good and all. The final decision is yours. Morgan, you're only really gonna do chip damage, but that's all we need. Armor Slayer on this fool. Wait, is this not gonna kill? Oh, thank God. I was gonna be really upset if Severa doesn't get to take a shot at Grima. Okay. And then we just need to set up not getting a shot. Okay, if these three can kill Grima in this turn, we win. If not, we're in a tricky spot. Okay. You can do 32. That's pretty good. I am Grima. I am despair. You think you're a better dragon than Nah? You're crazy. Watch this. Alright. It's not great damage, but it's not 0 damage. Maybe we can get lucky. I don't know if Cordelia can do any damage to this guy. I just thought of a fucking hilarious idea. Rescue? We do this. Oh my God. Let's fucking go. I think we're gonna win this turn. I think we're gonna easy clap this. Morgan, as the Bort child, I think it is fitting that you're the one who gets to finish him off. That's right! There's always room for another Morgan. Ugh. Ugh.
Right.
Now, Bort, this is our chance. I'm gonna finish it. No, you're not. Bort, wait, what? What? What are you doing? For once, I'm glad you and I are the same. Now I can give my life to protect those I care for. You would not dare!
Right.
I would and I will. The evils you would visit on this world are unthinkable. In some way, we share the blame. It's only right we meet our end together. No! It's over. Bort, no! Thank you, Crom, for everything. Tell the others. My last thoughts were of them.
Meet again in a better life. Wait!
Bort, no! Oh, gods, no! The war is ended, my friends. Never again will the fell dragon trouble our world. I owe you far more than words could ever repay. Especially Bort, who gave himself to save us all. To save all the worlds to come. Poor Bort. After everything he did for us.
No.
Don't cry, Lissa. We'll see him again. I'm sure of it. Remember what Naga said? That Bort would survive if our ties were strong enough? This isn't over. I believe Bort is out there. Somewhere. And I'll find him. If it takes me the rest of my days, I'll find him. You're right. He has to be out there somewhere. And we'll find a way to bring him home. Even if we have to search every open field in this whole stupid world. I believe the same, my prince. Bort is too strong to simply disappear. It falls to us to look after the realm until he returns. Bort had better damn well come back. If that blasted dragon truly got him, I'll be the one breathing fire. He made a noble sacrifice, and I know my nobility, and I know Bort shall someday return. Bort has gotta be out there somewhere. How do I know? Hey, you don't question the fake. I can feel it too. Bort is out there waiting for us, though I surely will miss him in the meantime. While statistically unsubstantiated, I have what laymen might call a hunch. This hunch corroborates most of the statements made thus far. Well, you only believe that because you're married. You married Bort and you're like, listen, I don't want to be a widow for the rest of my life. Which, fair enough. Bort, I know you're out there. I know you're not gone. And no one knows more about being lost and found than me. I wish he could have stayed with us long enough to see me grow stronger. But all the more reason to work hard between now and his return. He lives. I know it. Some people just aren't the dying sort. If Crom believes he's alright, then so do I. Maybe I can work on some new magic to bring him home. If he returns to us now, I might even consider making him tea. Myself. Do you hear that, Bort? Me, making tea. You should be honored. Let us honor Bort's regard for his Warren. He was a true Tagwell, and a true Tagwell would not leave family behind. I feel he's out there. If Bort's anything like me, he won't check out just 'cause a job is done. Gotta collect on all the sweet rewards, right? Too many times now have I watched loved ones give their lives for me. I must hold on to faith that this time will be different. Oi, Bort, you daring to make Gregor celebrate alone? Gregor not rest until he drink you under table. Bort's not gone, he's just misplaced. I'll wait 1,000 years for him if I have to. Everybody's got a eulogy. Naga has a way of sending a ray of light into even the deepest darkness. May Bort find that light, just as he became that light for us. There will be one less set of eyes on me as I dance. It feels wrong. Please come back, Bort. Please be out there somewhere. Minerva says she still feels Bort is of this world. Also that he smells delicious, but that's neither here nor there. Hey, Bort, everyone's dying to see you alive. We're sick to death of death. That reminds me of a good one. 2 risen, a wyvern, and a priest walk into a bar. We have won our future, but we are in debt to so many sad memories. I pray that at least one of those sadnesses will yet be undone.
Right.
I swear my life and blade to defend this future you have won, Bort. If you can hear me, swear that you will help me do so. He did what he had to do. That's the mark of a true warrior. He'll be back. I'd bet my sweet brown arse on it. leave it to Bort to take responsibility for all of us. If he cared for us that much, I hope he knows how much we still need him. Thanks to you and the others, I was able to change. And I've got more changing to do. I want you to see it. You've done so much for me and all of my many, many sisters. You're an extra special customer. I hope we meet again. I feel a soul straight and true pulsing in the darkness. The hero will return. No tears today. I know he'll be back. I'll just have to wait and try to smile. I won't cry. He'll be back. I know it. And in the meantime, I'll write the finest song about him that there ever was. I'm glad for our victory, but I wish it did not mean so sad a farewell. I still have so much to learn. Come back and teach me. Now I know what it really means to be a hero, but heroes always come back to fight again, don't they? Fool, why did you sacrifice yourself? I refuse to accept it. Return Bort or face my wrath. He showed me that I have a future, that destiny can be defeated. We have to believe we can alter destiny once more and bring him back. Father, you can't leave me now. Not like this. I believe in you. Come back. All this death. No more. Please, you've got to come back. The world is vast and full of potential unexplored. I shall devote myself to discovering that art which might reunite us. This is all wrong. We can't just leave Bort for dead. I'll wait until the end of time for his return. Bort put others before himself. No one can question his character. But his work is not done. He is still needed here. Bort has secured for us all the most precious gift, a future. Now it falls upon our shoulders to protect what was given. I vow to give my all to healing the damage this war has wrought upon the realm. When Bort returns, I want him to see what his sacrifice brought. Bort, if you can hear me, you will always have a place here with us. Remember that. Always. See, we made friends with everyone in Fire Emblem, and they all loved us. Well, it's finally over. I have completed on stream Fire Emblem Awakening. I love this game. You know, it had been fucking years since I last revisited this game. So long. And, like, it was one of those things where, like, Awakening was one of those things where I remembered a lot of the bad with Awakening more than I remembered the good. And I feel like maybe that was unfair to the game. Especially replaying it now, it's like, dude, this game is so good. It really is. The story's not perfect. I think the Wallheart arc is kind of like the weakest part of the game. But I think, like, the first arc and the last arc are very good. And playing this on hard mode, a lot of the maps were really fun. They were also, like, really hard. Like, you saw how we were starting to shred through the game right towards the end, but we had to fucking work for that. That was not an easy thing to achieve. We had to go through plenty of map resets. We had to go through a lot of failures, a lot of level ups, to get to that point where we were fucked up enough to beat Grima in 2 turns. It was very it was very, very satisfying. Really liked the autism sorceress. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Oh, Laurent? He's dope. He's dope. And his mother, Muriel. But yeah, I had so much fun with this playthrough. This has to be, like, one of my favorite playthroughs in the game. Met her in the desert? Laurent? Yeah, we met Laurent in the desert. That's one of Bort's children. That's one of Bort's sons. Or his only son. You're confused? Oh, okay. Laurent is a guy. But he could be a girl if you want. You know, you can believe in anything that you put your mind to. It's okay, I'm sure Laurent forgives you. But yeah, it was so much fun playing this game, building up units, getting supports and stuff. Again, this did not feel like a 2-month stream. Usually when I get out of a stream series that's more than like a month, I get like really burnt out on it. But I did not get that with this game at all. Honestly, if I didn't want to take a break before doing like all the DLC stuff, I would do it again in a heartbeat. I would do it like right away, but I know I have to grind for like the final DLC map. And that's gonna take a long time. I mean, maybe, like, I don't know. DLC will happen at some point. I'm not gonna do it right away. Because this playthrough wasn't already long enough. But I had so much fun. I really did. This game is an all-timer. You know? I had been harsh on it for many years, but it's a good one. You might be. You might be. Well, here we go. Here's all the characters' endings. Newly exalted Chrom and Maid of Flowers Samia. After Grima's defeat, Chrom was officially welcomed as Ulysses' new exalt. Queen Samia lived and breathed for him, and her flower petal readings were said to bring good fortune to all who received them. Both Laurent and his mom were very analytical, so it could have been Muriel. Cold Lieutenant Frederick and Crimson Knight Sully. As Ulysses' new knight captain, Frederick took charge of keeping the peace and training new recruits. His wife Sully assisted him, becoming an object of admiration for strong women the world round. Hashtag feminism win. Varian dies alone. Varian returned home to Roseanne, where he was labeled a traitor and a coward, or else ignored entirely. He never battled these claims, but history shows he gave the rest of his life to the people. Everyone thought Varian sucked. The end. Zero to hero Vake. Vake returned to the streets that raised him, and was welcomed as a hero. His unflinching self-assurance was the perfect medicine for the town's post-war squabbles, earning him the nickname Brother Vake. Viridian Knight Stall. Only 9 battles and 1 victory. I should be reading that also, because honestly, this text scrolls by so slow. Stahl continued his service as a Ulyssean knight and led crucial missions across the realm. His placid nature and scatterbrained charm made him a favorite hero of the people. Oft Forgotten at Kellum, battles 211 and 51 victories. Damn, he fought that many battles. He fought more battles than Cordelia, even though she had Gale Force. And Knight Paragon Cordelia. Not even peace could dull the lovely Cordelia's knightly edge, as she became a figurehead for all Ulyssean warriors. Her husband's name has been lost to history. What the fuck? That's fucked up. Genophobe Long Q. A shit ton of battles. Proud Tagwell Pan. Not as many, but still a good amount. Long Q returned to Regna Ferox and served as Basilio's right-hand man. Pan had no problems with the cold winters and would often forage for rare snow herbs used in steaming pots of tea. Yeah, poor fucking Kellum, Jesus Christ. Upcoming Mage Rickon and sprightly Cleric Lissa, both not used very much at all. While continuing to study magic, Rickon realized how childish some of his actions had been. He and Lissa learned from these mistakes and grew old and wise together. So fucking wise. Candy Stealer Gaius and Wyvern friend Chershay didn't use Gaius, like, at all. Because we got Anna so early. Cherche we got some decent use out of. Gaius never lost his sweet tooth, though he ultimately returned to less savory enterprises. When her work in Roseanne was done, Cherche would return home and cook for her husband, much to his delight. Yeah, Candy Stealer gay ass. Swell Sword Gregor. Pretty much all of those battles were just me, like, almost marrying him to Sully and then not actually doing that because his supports with Sully were fucking weird. With his more epic battles behind him, Gregor soon sank into a life of excess. When his purse got light, he was made a bodyguard or whatever, I don't fucking know. Fetching Frere Libra and Shrinking Violet Olivia. Both are support units. Both very good support units. Many an unfortunate child found joy in the small orphanage Libra and his wife built after the war. The children especially loved Olivia's vibrant dances, which often filled them with glee. Aw, that's sweet. Twisted Mind Henry. And Dire Damsel Maribel, who Maribel didn't fight anything. She didn't do any battle. Candy Stealer seems like an amazing job. It does. Henry settled down with Maribel and turned out to be a surprisingly good father. Their newborn son inherited his mother's noble blood, and also her sharp tongue, as time would tell. Blade Princess Sayri. She existed for, like, a map. She existed for, like, maybe one map. After returning to Chonsen, Sayri worked tirelessly with the other Dynasts to secure a peaceful future for the Volnese continent. She was occasionally seen visiting her brother Yenfei's grave. Intrepid Khan Basilio, who did nothing. With Grima a done deed, Basilio returned to Ferox and applied himself to dethroning Flavia. If his army of champions failed, he knew he could always wait for little Lucina to grow up and lend her a mask. Con Lioness Flavia, who also ended up doing nothing. I brought her to like 3 maps, but she still didn't do anything. After Grima was vanquished, Flavia returned home and did a marvelous job of whipping Ragna Ferox back into shape. They say that each time a tournament drew close, she would ask Crom to lend his sword. Village hero Donal and Eternal Youth Noe. Dude, Donal is the third highest battler. He did the 3rd most battles. Holy shit. I wonder who 2 and 1 are. Donal returned to his little tiny village and built a happy life with his mother and his wife Noe. She loved her new home and scampered through the fields and mountains with the fervor of a village cat. Secret Seller Anna. With nary a word, Anna left the others and returned to her free-spirited merchant life. She was later sighted across the continent, haggling with suppliers and beating down the cost of goods. Well, she became less cheap. For Seer Lucina, who we almost used towards the end. Or we used her until, like, close to the end. Lucina disappeared after whispering these words to her infant self. Yours will be a happy future. Did she journey back to another land or back to her own time? No one knows for certain. Chosen one, Owain, who did one battle. Owain tried settling down in Ylisse, but ultimately set off on a lengthy quest to stay his sword hand. Oddball heroes matching his description continue to pop up in local legends to this day. Flower Picker Inigo, who, he existed. Inigo traveled the world, ever ready with a smile or a solution when trouble started to brew. His services and performances were rewarded with the best currency. The joy and gratitude of others. I thought it was gonna say of women at first. I'm glad he got over that. Daunting Priest Brady, who we did not use. Brady left the priesthood to become the world's scariest violinist. His rondos were apocalyptic, and his requiem so full of melancholy that everyone in the room, performer included, burst into tears. He would go crazy with people online. Holy shit. Fair Fighter Kajel, who we did not use at all. Hey, Miss Chrysalis, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Hi. You're just in time for the end credits, and then we're gonna do a tier list of the most fucked up characters that we made in this game. Our most fucked up units. Hope you had a good stream. Hero Chaser Cynthia. Cynthia never gave up on becoming a hero, and traveled the land in the name of justice. While she impacted the world of comedy more than the world of legend, people still loved her for trying. Good on you, Cynthia. Good on you. Secret Dreamer Severa. Can't do shoutout on mobile? I forgot that shoutout was even a feature, to be honest. Eager to shrug off any kind of intimacy, Severa began a solitary journey, but once a year she was said to visit her family and yell at them for old time's sake. Stream more RE4 remake? Hell yeah. That remake is good as fuck. I had a great time playing that. Masked Rider Jerome. Jerome and Minerva set out for Wyvern Valley. Many saw the rider and mount through the years, though most described the man as distant and contemplative. Morgan has the gold! She won the most battles! Let's go! The Morgan sweep! Morgan's memory never returned, but she didn't seem to miss it. Later, scholars would speculate she had come from a different future than the others. Timid Tagwell Yarn. Who I tried. I really did. Yarn traveled the world in search of a safer haven, a journey that was ironically fraught with danger. Nevertheless, he is said to have beaten his fears and lived to a ripe old age. The Elucidator Laurent. Longing to meet his mother's intellectual standards, Laurent went on an expedition around the world. His curious nature led to many adventures, which he later put to paper in a rousing novel. That's okay. Am I able to do the shout-out? How do I do shout-outs? Maybe I don't have the feature. Nah being second place makes sense. The Manakete Na still had many human lifetimes ahead, and she availed herself of this time to caution future generations away from the mistakes that led to the rise of Grima. Divine Voice Tiki. Exhausted from the war, Tiki returned to the Divine Dragon grounds and slept for several days. Afterwards, she was said to come down and visit the people regularly. There's a possibility I don't have the shout-out feature. I don't know if that was, like, for, like, I don't know if they rolled that out to everyone. The end.
Mom, we have to do something.
What do you propose we do?
I don't know.
I see you're awake now.
Hey there.
There are better places to take a nap than on the ground, you know. Give me your hand.
It doesn't have the symbol of Grima anymore.
Welcome back. It's over now.
High Deliverer Bort, and Rapier Intellect Muriel. Bort fought quite a few battles. Muriel, not as many, but Many wrote of Bort's legendary exploits, but accounts of his origins and character varied. Scholar, poets, and bards agreed on one thing alone. He loved his wife Muriel above all else. God bless you, Bort. God bless you. What a game. What a game. I love this game. This really is an all-time classic. I'm really glad I got to share this with you guys. And it was great coming back to this game after many, many years not playing it. Well, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. They did it! They awakened the Fire Emblem. Now that all is said and done, it's time for a tier list. Oh, there we go! Shout out. Hell yeah. Alright. So, we are going to do a tier list, not based on how much I like these characters. If I did a tier list of that, that would probably be more obvious based on some of the reactions I had to them. But instead, we're going to do it based on how fucked up we made these units. Now, some of these we did not, we straight up did not recruit. No, I don't want to do that. Let me get some music playing also. Let me just get my music playlist up while we do this. This is going to be the rest of the night, is just this tier list. It's going to be fun. I feel like we have a lot to discuss. Whoa! That was so loud in my ears. It wasn't loud in yours. You didn't hear shit. But that hit me like an atom bomb. Okay. So we're gonna add a row below. Missing in action. I think D tier is probably just gonna be like units we did not use straight up, or tried to use and turned out to be dog shit. God, Anna being the first one. Anna is so hard to rate. Like, if you guys remember us using Anna, basically she just dodged a lot of attacks and opened chests. Like, how do I really, like, say what her role was? It wasn't like she was killing a bunch of dudes. I mean, she was decent in combat, but it was just kind of that she wouldn't die. Which, I mean, makes her pretty good. I want to say, like, out of all the support units, Anna's probably the best one, right? Because she was, like, basically unkillable. And, like, she got us a lot of, like, good loot. I'm kind of feeling A tier. I was, like, thinking, like, B tier, because it's, like, I don't know, it's not like she was, like, doing a lot of damage to people, but I don't think that matters, because, like, she was unkillable, she did her support role really well. She opened chests, she healed dudes, that's all she really needed to do. I'm putting her in A tier. I'm putting her in A tier. Out of all the support units, I think she fared the best. You did not exist. You I did not use. Also, no problem, Miss Chrysalis. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. And thank you. Thank you. I didn't use you either. Cheershay is like... C tier. We tried to make good use out of Cheershay, but I gotta be honest, winged units in general do not have a great time in Awakening. And, like, yeah, I could have reclassed her to something else, but it would have felt wrong. Her stats were definitely built around the fact that she'd be on a Wyvern. I don't know, she did decently, but there was just a point where she fell off hard. She fell off quite hard at some point. And I can't pinpoint the exact moment, but at some point it wasn't happening anymore. Crom is, I mean, he's, like, really good. I don't know if he's A tier good, to be honest. Like, I think of Chrom more as, like, a high B tier. Because by the end, like, early on, he was one of our more fucked up units, and then by the end, he was, like, good. It was hard to kill him, but it wasn't, like, impossible to kill him either. I think he was probably also held back a little bit by the fact that I was constantly pairing him up with Samia, and Samia herself is not a very good unit at all. I'm thinking high B tier for Chrom. Cordelia is easy A. Like, Cordelia is, like, I feel like any of the Gale Force units are just gonna be, like, S and A tier, like, automatically, just because Gale Force is such a fucked up thing. I almost want to put her in S tier, but again, her being a flyer does hold her back. Because basically, whenever I would pair her up with Severa, if I would do, like, Severa, Cordelia, Severa, it would never be Cordelia getting the last kill, because I knew that, like, a stray arrow would fucking obliterate her. I don't know, she's good. She's very good. I would say she's, like... She was, like, quite good as a Gale Force user. I mean, she made for quite a crazy combination with Severa, but I think if we didn't have Severa, Cordelia would not be quite as crazy. 100%. I think Cordelia was hard carried by being paired up with Severa, for the most part. Cynthia's also an A tier. Again, not an S tier Gale Force user, IMO, but, like, she did good. She did good for herself. I mean, once she got the full supports with Na, she was holding her own pretty well. She wasn't doing, like, the ludicrous damage that Na was doing. I mean, that's almost an unfair comparison, but even with Aether, she wasn't getting a lot of Aether pops. And just, I don't know, she was a little on the weak side. Like, there was no kill that was 100% guaranteed. It was just, like, mostly guaranteed, which is very good, don't get me wrong, but again, kinda hard carried by being paired up with a better Gale Force user towards the end. Donald is our first S tier. I mean, what did you expect? Like, are you crazy? It's fucking Donald. He had probably the most ludicrous stat spread of our entire party. He did crazy damage. He never, like, lost his weapons. He was going wild. Also, good night, V. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. I would even go as far as to say, even though he wasn't one of our Gale Force users... Well, no. It's hard. It's hard. Donald was quite good, though. Donald was quite good, though. I don't think he's the single best one. We'll get to the single best one. Missing in action. Flavia, I mean, C tier. Late game hero that we didn't really get to use at all, but, like... She's not terrible. She wasn't terrible. I mean, she had soul right off the bat, which is nice. She could do damage, and she got some nice assists. It's just... She's too late in the game. By the time you get her, more likely than not, you would have a fucked up strong party anyways. Frederick, we never really used. I mean, he was... For early game, he was really good, but, like, he never, like, reached his fucked up potential. And, like, it's kind of hard with Frederick. I don't think his, like, stat gains are, like, that great. Partially because they wanted to balance out the fact that he starts as a great knight in the beginning. I'm sorry, Frederick. Gaius we never used at all. Anna, like, replaced him, like, instantly as our, chest opener. Jerome we, like, never used. Breger we never used. Henry? Henry is interesting. See, early on, Henry was not good. Henry was actually quite bad for a bit. But honestly, like, towards the end, I think he was a B tier. He wasn't crazy or anything, but he made for, like, a decent Dark Knight. He was a very good pair-up partner with Bort. 100%. He was alright. He was alright in the end. I think Henry was quite good by the end. You know, he wasn't gonna be winning battles on his own or anything, but he went a little crazy. You know, he stepped up to the challenge of being a good unit. And I'm very glad because Henry is one of my favorite characters in this game. I'm glad we were able to get use out of him eventually. This is bothering the fuck out of me. I don't even know why this happened. Inigo, honestly, I did use him. I'm sorry, Inigo, you're D tier. Oh no, honestly, you're also C tier. You're not as good as Flavia. I would say you're lower in the C tier than Flavia. But being able to heal yourself every turn is honestly like a really good trait to have. It just wasn't a good enough trait where I felt like he was better than Flavia towards the end. But it's like, it is very likely that Inigo wouldn't just like drop dead instantly, which is appreciated. I don't know, he wasn't that good, but I think we made him work as best as we could. Kellum is tricky. Like, we stopped using Kellum towards the end, but it's not because he wasn't good. It's just because the problem with Kellum is that he has no movement. He has the lowest movement out of any of our endgame guys, and as a result, we didn't really need to bring him to maps because why the fuck would we? He wasn't gonna be killing people instantly like the Gale Force users, but we didn't really need him for his specific role. His specific role was guarding the front lines, and we didn't really need that towards the end. But I'm gonna give him a B tier, because he was very good in that role, and I feel like even as we got to Grima, like, theoretically, if I really wanted to, I could have still brought Kellum to the final maps, and he would have been good. He wouldn't have been great, but he would have been good. You know, I have no doubts in my mind that Kellum would have been great. Or good, rather. Kajel we didn't use. Laurent was kind of disappointing. I thought that the child of Muriel and Bort would have been better. And I mean, we got a better one later. But he was just okay. He wasn't that good, but he wasn't that bad either. I'll give him a C tier. He was fine. You know, he fell off towards the end. I wasn't quite able to get him past the Grandmaster class, but it is what it is. Libra is... Libra was also a really good support unit. I gotta be honest, I also think he's A tier as a support unit. He had by far the best magic of our healers. And, like, I don't know, whenever we needed a healer, he was always the go-to. And, I mean, he hit decently hard with an axe, too. He, like, towards the end, he would die at, like, the drop of a hat. But, like, for the most part, he was, like, bulky enough that he could get by. It was just towards the end of the game where it was, like, we had to be more protective of him. But in general, like, I don't know. I think Anna is still strictly better because we could kind of have her be more flexible with where she could go. But, like, Libra's definitely a better healer than Anna was. Hannah did not have the crazy healing potential of Libra. Lissa fell off hard. She's going in the D tier. I tried to use her in the beginning, but it just never happened. Long Q, I think, is B tier. I think he is a unit that had a big drop-off, but he was, like, so fucking strong at the start that him dropping off still, like, averages out to making him, like, a decent unit of ours. I think that Long Q, by the end, was still, like, perfectly fine and usable. I mean, he would still, like, basically dodge every attack. The problem was just that he was no longer getting those instant, like, guaranteed KOs. Which is, like, you know, it happens. It happens. Lucina is low C tier as well. I mean, like, you're never gonna make Aether bad, but Also, Lucina just didn't have the stats to back it up. We kind of just stopped using her at some point and never really looked back. Which is a shame, because, like, she could have been great. If we got her, like, Gale Force, she probably could have been a crazy Gale Force user, but, you know, it happens, it happens. Maribel we did not use. Muriel I also think is C tier. You know, she was a very good pair-up unit with Bort. Honestly, I almost want to move her to D tier, because basically everything we did with Muriel was just pair her up with Bort, but because she was so good at that, I'm granting her some mercy. But, like, yeah, she was just too frail. She was just too frail to be any higher. Morgan was, like, is, like, top 3. Easy. She might even be the top unit. I mean, she did win the most battles, but we also got her way earlier than Na, so I don't know if that's completely fair. Here's the thing. Both, like, the big 3 would be Na, Morgan, and Donald, and the thing those 3 share is not only did they have insane destructive power, they were also completely unkillable. Which actually, for a bit, Morgan did not have. Before Morgan became a sorceress with Nosferatu, there was a very good chance she could have just dropped dead at any time if an enemy got, like, a really bad crit or something. But when she became a sorcerer, like, yeah, she became an all-timer. Like, easily. Other Morgan is missing in action. And then Na, of course. Na might be the best unit we had. She was just ruthlessly strong. She's Donald, but stronger. Which, Donald is already crazy. Na just had ruthless power. She had the Gale Force. She could solo maps all on her own and, like, not have any problems. She was ruthless. Missing in action. Noe fell off. No, honestly, Noe would be high C tier, because part of the reason she fell off was not because she was a particularly bad unit when we were using her. She fell off because Na was just a million times better than her. Like, she just simply got outclassed like hell. And Dragon Stones are, like, a rare thing, so it was not like I particularly wanted, like, Noe to, you know, be the Dragonstone unit if I had a better version of her. But I mean, when we were using her, she was fine. She was good, even. I think it was hard to use her at first, but once we got her higher in the levels, she did pretty well. And since she was a Manakete, she also leveled up quite fast, which was nice. So, you know, it was hard for a little bit, then she did pretty well, and then she just simply got outclassed. You know, it happens. It happens. Olivia is B tier as a support unit. Definitely, like, not our worst support unit, but not our best either. Actually, she might be the worst support unit. If I'm putting Libra and Anna both in A tier, like, these 3 were the main support users, and Olivia was definitely the worst one. But even then, it's not like she was bad. She served her purpose quite well, and on some maps, we would not have won it as fast if we did not have Olivia. But I mean, like, she's frail, she doesn't have much to do if there's no people around her. I think that using boots on her was a wise move. But she, like, Anna and Libra could handle themselves. At least Libra could for a while. Olivia, if she gets attacked by anything, she's, like, insta-dead. Which is why I do not consider her an A-tier support unit. Like, a drop of the hat would fucking kill her. No shot. Owain is D. Pan is, like, C. She was decent. She was decent. It's not that we couldn't use her, it's just that we never quite found the proper opportunities to get her high enough level where she would be super useful. Because the Tagwell is a very unique and good class. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Priam, you do not exist. Or Rickon, we didn't use at all. Not even fucking close. We used him like twice. Bort? I gotta be honest, he's an A tier. He's an A tier. He's another unit that's kind of like in the field of being outclassed, but even then I would bring him to every map anyways, pretty much. Like, yeah, does Morgan do everything he can better? Yeah, but am I still gonna bring him to every map? Absolutely. Bort's great. You know? He was kind of crazy in terms of the dodges he was getting. He was, like, schmixing, like, every enemy. They didn't know where the fuck he was going. And, you know, he's a strong-ass magic user. He was strong as fuck with the magic. I only wish we had gotten the fucked up Dark Knight skill that people were talking about. Then Bort would have been legendary. Like, maybe even S tier. As it stands, though, like, Bort's main problem is that he was a little too squishy. And also, his fucked up potential is just, it's not these three. It's not those three at all. Sayri, we, like, did not use. Severa, I gotta be honest. And, like, Severa is not as good as these three, but I think Severa is an S tier. Like, Severa does not have the complete destructive power of those three, but she's also unkillable. She dodges, like, every hit, and even if she doesn't have a guaranteed kill on everything, she still had a possibility of a lethality pop. She still had the Brave Sword for a very long time because of Arms Thrift. She had the Armor Slayer to deal with the big fuckers. Like, she was very, very good. Basically unkillable, and maybe she wasn't killing things, like, 100% of the time, but, like, 95% of the time, like, instant killing, like, every fool in the game. That's a pretty good ratio to have. Stalin Sully we did not use. I gotta be honest, and Samia is the only unit that we actually brought to the end that I'm gonna do this for. Samia was D tier. She did nothing. Maybe her pair-up gave, like, better speed and stuff, but in general, that's mean. She's, like, a low C tier. I don't know. Like, she probably made for a good pair-up partner and nothing else. Like, I don't know. I could never get her strong enough to the point where she even had Gale Force. And even then, I gotta be honest, she would have been our worst Gale Force user by far. Yeah, Samia is, like, kind of hard in general to use. She does not have, like, the crazy stat spreads of some of these higher tier guys. You were voted off the island. You know what? New tier name. Tiki we didn't use. Vape we barely used. Missing in action. And Yarn, you know, actually, #1, baby. Let's give it up for Yarn, baby. No, he's like low C tier. He wasn't so bad that he would die instantly, but I never quite found his niche. But yeah, that's my tier list of what I think, like, our most fucked up units are. Everyone in S tier are, like, unkillable. Everyone in A tier is a fantastic unit, but not infallible. B tier are quite good, you know. They have their problems, but they're still quite good. C tier is pushing it. C tier is, like, you contribute stuff, but you're not quite there. D tier is like, we abandon you for the dirt. D tier is like, we never found your use. And then voted off the island is obvious. Well, it feels weird to end at like 3.5 hours, but I got nothing else I can do. And it's half past midnight, so it wouldn't be right to start another segment. But I hope you enjoyed this tier list. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah. These 4 hard carried the end game. 100%. Well, I hope you all enjoyed Fire Emblem Awakening. I had a great time. One of the most fun fucking playthroughs I've ever done. I'm actually a little sad it's over, you know? Fire Emblem Awakening is a game I have a lot of history with. So just to have it be over now, it's a little sad. It's a good game. It's a great game, even. Like, holy shit, dude. I had a wonderful time re-experiencing this game. We got to make a lot of fun builds. We did a lot of grinding, got to see some good supports. And the story was better than I remembered it being, honestly. Is that a little corny at times? Yeah. Did we need the whole did we need the whole eulogy at the end where every single Fire Emblem tells us how much they miss Bort? Maybe not, but in general, like, man, you know, I am glad this game, you know, saved the Fire Emblem series. Because I like Fire Emblem a lot. This is the game that got me into Fire Emblem, and I'm very grateful. Jesus Christ, this is like way too fucking scary music. This is way too fucking scary music. What's like a nice ending song I can do that's not fucking this, so I can continue my nice speech? Because Jesus Christ, dude. You're ruining the whole vibes, man. Just making everybody upset. I'm trying to see in this music playlist, what is some good, like, ending music? Not this! You know what, though? You know what, though? I'm trying to see. Fuck, I have so many songs, but none of them are, like, ending songs. No, see, I thought this was, like, the first town song that I had in here. Fuck, I'm sorry, I'll continue my speech in a bit. Here we go. Here we go. This is an ending song. But yeah, I'm glad that Awakening saved Fire Emblem, to be honest. Because it's a series that I only really got to start to experience with Awakening. When I first played Awakening in 2015, it was kind of on a whim, even, I think. Like, it was between this and, like, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. And man, you know me, I love Luigi. Fire Emblem is such a fucking fun series. I have had so much fun playing these games over the years. And, like, does the series have its problems, especially in the modern day? Absolutely. Like, I'm not a big, like, Three Houses hater. I had my fun with Three Houses. I got a lot of time out of it, but I don't know. Three Houses is fine. Engage is great. Echoes is fantastic. Fates. You gotta take the good with the bad with this series. It's definitely inconsistent. I don't love every game in this series, but the entries in the Fire Emblem series that resonate with me, holy shit do they resonate with me. I think Fire Emblem 7 is fantastic, I think Awakening's fantastic, Echoes is fantastic, Engage is great. Like, there are some absolute gems in this series. And I haven't even experienced them all yet, you know? I've never finished Path of Radiance. I came close, but I never did. I never played Radiant Dawn. I never really played the SNES games. You know? There's still ground for me to cover. And there's absolutely more ground for me to cover on this stream. I mean, from what you've seen from my streams, I've only played the 3DS games. Although now I finished the whole trilogy, which is kind of crazy. But I guess it makes sense, because the 3DS is where I started with Fire Emblem. So it's fitting that that would be the trilogy I go for first. As for other Fire Emblem games I'd potentially stream, the GBA games are possible, for sure. I think the next one I want to do is actually Path of Radiance, the GameCube one. I think that would make for a great stream playthrough, especially since, you know, a lot of it I don't remember super well. So it'd be interesting to go back. It'd be interesting to go back and see what I'm missing. Because I know it's a very beloved entry in the series. As for the Switch games, I don't fucking know. Three Houses is basically never happening. I gotta be so real. And that's not, again, it's not because I hate Three Houses. I think it's fine. It's just, it's too bloated. Like, realistically, what the fuck would I do for Three Houses? Would I really feel satisfied only doing one route of that game? That game is not a complete package with only one route. It is not, simply put. Even with, like, the 2.5 routes I did, it was not even close to, like, being complete. So I don't think Three Houses would ever happen. Engage is, like, I don't know. I'd have to be really feeling it, because that is a long game. That is like a nearly 60-hour game. But yeah, the GBA games could happen, Path of Radiance could happen. Maybe I'll finally give Fire Emblem NES its spotlight, because, you know, I promised that during the Fates Charity Marathon. And, like, originally I was thinking of doing, like, something weird with it, but honestly, we might just, like, do a pure playthrough of it. Because fuck it. Fuck it. But yeah. I love this series. It's got, again, it's got its problems. No, there is nobody who hates Fire Emblem more than a Fire Emblem fan. So any criticism you could have about this series, I could probably word it in a more intelligent way than you could, if you do not give a shit about Fire Emblem at all. But at the end of the day, the games are just fucking fun. It's, like, by far the, like, and, like, granted, I haven't played a lot of strategy RPGs, but, like, if I'm thinking about it, like, this is definitely the best one I've played. Maybe I need to play more. I don't know. I played Triangle Strategy. Triangle Strategy was alright. Mario Rabbids is a game. That was okay, too. But none of them, like, really resonate in the same way as Fire Emblem. And I feel like part of it is that Fire Emblem is, like, obviously it's still complicated, but it's, like, weirdly accessible, too. Like, once you learn the weapon triangle, you're already pretty close to understanding most of what you need to know in Fire Emblem. I don't know. These games are great, and I had a great time streaming Awakening. DLC playthrough. Ah, my controller. DLC playthrough will happen eventually. I could not tell you when, but it'll happen. It'll happen. And we'll even make an attempt at the hardest map in the DLC. But that's gonna be it for tonight's stream. I want to thank you all for coming. Hope you'll have a good night and take care. Tomorrow, we'll be doing Draft League and maybe something else. Maybe we'll try that one game that's like the mobile game ads that aren't real. That could be fun to do on stream. Thank you for streaming. No problem. Thank you for coming. I had a great time with this. I hope you had a great time watching me play through Awakening again. Because it's a special game. Not without its faults, but it's a game I hold near and dear to my heart. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night, everybody, and take care.